And Toos, you know, coming from the EU side of things, most of the top EU players relied more on placement points than elim points. So it's interesting to see Toos land here at Caddy Corner. No doubt knowing he has to overcome that situation. And Commandment right now is trying to overcome CMXR right now as he's on a back foot. And Toos is going to go ahead and go back into the RB right there as Commandment puts a big 117. And Toos gets the green light to go in third party. But here comes the henchman, that deadly henchman AI that could ruin your run very quickly. We did see Zayton Staff run into some of the issues at the Ninja battles. But now Commandment and Toos, and Commandment gets a couple of tags right there. And now we're just going to have like a little 1v1 situation here on this side of it. And Toos is relentless going against Commandment, trying to get that high ground and take advantage of Commandment fleeing away from not only Toos, but the AI.
Yeah, and he has to know that Commandment is actually super low on builds. He's seen him switch through multiple times, just barely able to get the builds there. And it's the right back. 136 finds the 29 headshot as well, but Toos sticks with it in 23 HP, being the difference maker. But he needs to be careful with that henchman right there. He's just going to box him out, down him, and say, no, 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 no.
And let's see how long he has left in the tank as Zaki is in his sights. He's setting up the ambush play. I think Zaki does see somebody. No, I don't think he's unaware of Toos's presence. Let's see. Toos has to be careful, though. You know, considering that he's on higher ping, does get some nice stats, opens up the engagements, gets the blue tags. And now with the quick 180, flick of the wrist, gets that charged shotgun hit. And Toos going from 10 points now to 15 in his second game here this round.
Yeah, good little ambush from Toos there, being able to pick that one up, particularly being against a longer range weapon and not having something to really set up that first shot accuracy.
But he has it in him. Speaking of other players that have it in him, it's Polarized. Polarized with 82 points, does a great start himself, going up against Green here. It's gonna have a nice opportunity to look for that good hit. Now, what I like about the charged shotgun is that a fantastic defensive weapon. If you could time and predict your player, the enemy's movements, you could put a big tag. Don't sleep on the common charged shotgun, especially fully charged, could do some damage. And Polarized is gonna try to find this opening. And the reach of that Sundown is kind of insane, and you know, it's very unpredictable that you all of a sudden get hit with a big time shot from a distance.
You know, a lot of people also underestimate how much the non-headshots end up hurting. But as I say that, Polarized hits a huge headshot anyway. And NM Green, not looking so green there. He's going to get taken down. Toos, you actually see him picking up another elim in the feed there. So we close in on top 70. So still 21 players to go down before we get into those placement points. But Kamari looking to get a piece of the action right here. Hunting rifle shot does not find a connection here. The spray does continue finding out. Instead, the singular burst from that double burst fire weapon will get him an elim. Can he follow it up with something else? See if he can't quickly grab the rocket launcher and use this to get in. You can see firing it towards the backside of the zone. Wall replaced. Does get a ramp thrown in his face. Player goes above him. Good job from Kamari. Just kind of disengaged, but not really getting any amount of piece control that would allow him to kind of aggress on this fight. You can see charge shotgun on the other side from Llama. So Kamari's going to want to close the distance, but be wary of that big one shot. As long as he can kind of keep the fire and keep the pressure down. There's that big shot we talked about. And
materials and heals and shields to get himself back up to 200 to 200, but will Den give him the opportunity to do so? So far, Den is saying no. I'm not going to allow you to get it up to full strength, and he's using a lot of utility here, so he's very heavily invested. And the investment pays off for at least 5 points, and that's going to be 20 points total here for the semifinals for Den. But he still has plenty of mobility, so no wonder he was using some of it during this fight, knowing that it was worth the investment to get on those points. And now he walks away from that successful third party. Another battle coming out here is Avery. Avery with 95 points, so a great start to his day. Now it's going up against, it looks like a Philippine Asian here. Gonna get him down to whites, and it's gonna be a matter of moments if Avery can continue the chase down. Almost there, got this guy on the ropes. He's gonna try to hack him down. No opportunities left. No hard match for Avery as well. He has to be careful. I'm not quite sure what Filipino Asian has in his kit, but he goes for the high one. Big time play with the crash pad, and goodness gracious, has 10 crash pads. He's going to be set up for a lot of mobility in the end game. And Avery,
he's going to continue his run of just positively dominating basically every open and semifinal competition. But right now, Toos, great job editing down his opponent. Again, it's going to be tack against charge. Not going to be able to find the shots there is John Santana, but the question is, will John be able to play that beautiful music and find a way to pick this up? Oh, I apologize. Santana, but still, joke still kind of applies as Toos out of mats, so needs to find it, and he does. Really big elim there, but his opponent was also completely out of build. You can see that as the fact that he only got the 15 extra from the siphon. So he's going to look to set up a vertical crash pad down, going to go straight into the box. Cypher Bobby gets popped up into the air, and it's just a quick little game of duck hunt where Arkham gets 2. Can he find the high score? Not going to find the 3rd and pick up the combo, so going to need to play another level and see if he can eliminate Bobby here. The crash pad combo coming through again, and there it is. Good job closing that one out and putting that epic pistol to work.
Shout out to FaZe's Destiny Jesus, the coach from FaZe, showing the importance of a pistol. And we're taking a look in the other lobby here. Benji, looks like Benji himself picking up a 3 eliminations victory royale. So Benji, the EU evasion continues, and Benji picks up a nice one right then and there. But yeah, Destiny Jesus.
Yeah, and the reason being, we've talked about it a little bit on the FNCS broadcast. In Chapter 2, Season 3, the assault rifles have been changed to have a headshot multiplier of only 1.5. That means the headshots on them are less valuable. However, standing still is always going to be invaluable when somebody has a hunting rifle on the other side of it, as Wakey coming in and playing that third-party situation. I don't think he landed right up at the weather station. I believe he was just to the camp on the side of that, but by that time, Kit's loot is 110% going to be gone, with at least 2 or 3 players typically landing on her usual spawn points. Something we've seen a lot of players do, trying to map out kind of where Kit in Jules and Ocean can kind of spawn, so you're able to get that opportunity right away. But Toos now in a little bit of a dangerous spot here, as Hexy has an opportunity to eliminate him, but Toos, knowing that he also hit back really hard, is going to capitalize there and take down Hexy.
Rearranging his HP for a little bit, and Toos is on the loose. I like this play right now. I like the aggressiveness, considering that most of the EU players are playing for placement, but I think Toos is just feeling super confident here, Sundown.
Toot all aboard the Toos caboose, because he's letting loose and nobody wants to get in his way. This man's a charging moose, able to barely survive there with 14 HP, going to pick up all the extra cabbages, leaving no question as to where they went and finding a good priority area. And you can tell, I feel like it's just never worth catching one of those, especially now as we hit the top 50. So no Storm Surge in play, but now every single player who goes down here will turn into a point, and Isaac trying to turn into a nice little 6 points there, as he was the one who got the body shot, but was he the one who get the last shot on trap? And he did get the last shot onto him. It was not the snipe going through. Storm will end up taking him over there. So good little 6 point swing coming through for Isaac.
I want to take a look as we're seeing Isaac here.
Yeah, and everyone just trying to Billy go on up on the edge of this ledge, because as you talked about, it is much easier to work from the top down. You even saw the one player who is all the way on the eastern side rotate kind of towards that southwest corner of the mountain. So recognizing that if it pulls down towards the southeast, everyone's fine, they'll move down. But if it goes back up, you're going to need a plan to get up pretty much immediately. So everyone who is down there from basically NutX and below is going to be in danger depending on where this fifth circle reveals. And right now, Isaac immediately in danger, as Abo going to clean him up there, going to get whatever extra utility he can and trying to create some space here. Wakey, though, also here. You can see there is a wall actually in between them. We will wait here as the server's going to catch up, and Wakey will go down. Abo, good job executing in that close range fight. We'll find the charge shot to take him down.
It's kind of occupied by the water, and there's still a nice cavernous valley here that you definitely want to avoid if you could kind of park his way up. But Toos is having a free glide. Everyone's so occupied with this crazy zone, they're not even trying to shoot Toos, who's been floating up in the air like Mary Poppins, and no one's taking shots at him. Sundown.
And that's what he's looking to do now, is to just maintain the high ground opportunity. He's going to challenge up here, just try and box off. This is actually EU on EU. This is Bad Sniper on the other side of this. Who will win? Is it the Russian or the Frenchman? And the Frenchman's going to take him down there. Bad Sniper converting on a huge fight, but then immediately gets taken down by Strafe. So kind of the fight coming out for the high ground is going to result in neither one of them taking it. So interesting decision to end up committing to the fight there, but I honestly would have just burned the crash pad and gone for the long rotation, then utilized the launch pad afterward. However, saw an opportunity to try and control the high ground. Arkham now on the low ground, and we are going north back over all of those mountaintops. So it's going to force a ton of utility and action out of players on the low ground, as Scrubs does get taken down. We're on board here with Arkham in that bottom right-hand corner. You can see him trying to navigate this maze of builds. So many players kind of on that low ground, and you can see Strafes all the way up on the backside high ground. Posick has the low ground control in the front, and then Scraps, NutX, Abo, and Avery have priority on the rotation back up the mountain.
We were talking about where is Kit's kit, and it is in Arkham's hands. The NA West champion here, trying to make a comeback. Only finished second in the FNCS solos. So Arkham is trying to claim his prize to get that signature win here, and he does use a nice use right there. He does have a pad if he wants to get higher and higher. Storm Surge is available, has the pistol in hand, looking for some tags, trying to destroy all the utility. Hopefully the Storm finishes that for them. Now he's going to keep more tags down on the backside of the server. You can see he's going to bolt his way up with that pad. Going to recycle this crash pad here. Bolts right up. It's looking good for Arkham. He has a lot of materials, some wise use of his material count. He's a known player that kind of economizes everything that he does, doesn't waste all that, and that is why he's always one of the top, and he's trying to be the top of the best right now in the NA East for the DreamHack Open. Popstick on the top, Strafes on top, Den is still alive. Arkham is now close to height. It's a battle between Popstick, Arkham, and I think Arkham right now, Sundown, is just going to wait for the perfect opportunity to take away height, knowing that he has the materials and the shockwave launcher. Popstick is in his sights, and now is Arkham's way to win this lobby, because considering that the zone now rotates back down south and is sitting up near the top.
You can see just going to work with that epic pistol, finding tags and tags again. Posick is still hanging out just above him, going to opt to crash pad down. Not going to find any necessarily connection onto Posick here as we do catch up here for a second. You can see he's trying to use the shockwave launcher to break through Posick's build and force him down. Every time he does that, he's forcing an entire full tarp out of Posick. Posick going to trade a crash pad to say, nope, changing layers, high ground's all yours now. As you can see, Arkham trying to force Strafes off. We have Avery in the top right, Arkham in your bottom right. You did have Arkham move forward and ahead of the zone. He's going to turn back around, find a nice elimination there. Top 12 coming in, top 11 now, almost into the top 10. Arkham still up on high ground with Avery, Posick, and Daniello just nearby him. Rafla goes down, and we have our top 10.
Oh, that was disgusting. He was just peppering him with the pistol, and he closes it out with a charged shotgun. And this is right here is going to be Arkham's way. It's going to make his way all the way down, leaving Avery up at height, doing the flopper play. Avery coming in 20th in the DreamHack and NA West back in a couple of weeks ago. So this is his opportunity to show out in NA East. And Avery now comes on down, gets a nice hit on Arkham. It's a battle between Arkham and Avery. The two going toe-to-toe. Arkham's going to kind of go back to height. Nice block from Avery, not letting Arkham get any kind of major hits, but Arkham now is in trouble, almost out of shield, and now Avery capitalizing on the situation. Danilo and Miro are battling it down below. We got two Titans fighting up top, and Arkham flies back out, has to come back in, and Arkham's in trouble here, Sundown. Down goes Arkham. Oh, wait, no, he's still alive. Down to the pixels, and Avery and Arkham send themselves away, and Arkham finally goes down to the storm, and Avery's going to be able to come back, and now it's a battle between Avery and Miro here in this game 2 of the semifinals.
I'm pretty sure Miro is out of builds and only has that crash pad to try and get up vertically. So as soon as Avery shoots that out, I'm not sure Miro has any way to get up this hill. And as that zone narrows, he's going to be forced up into an engagement. You see the last of his builds being forced out there. Did swap from metal over to wood. Instead, he's actually just going to rotate right around the outside, dips into the zone, has the flopper. Now he goes for the high ground. You can see finds a big shot on Avery and backs him down. Good job from Miro. Avery, desperation play, has the flopper. The zone's closing out though. Miro doesn't have any way to get it. He's trying to find whatever shots he can, but Avery knows it's victory as long as he waits. You don't have to find the shot, and he has it. He gets the Elam too. He tagged him long enough.
1,500 players are competing right now in the semifinals, trying to be the top 100 to move on to the grand finals just later today. Avery sitting right behind Crunchy, who's in first place right now at 210 points. Avery has 185. Miro right behind Avery, though, with a 183. And then we have Castery in 4th and Glyph in 5th. But hey, look, Shark, Sundown. I didn't think that we were going to see him in 6th place this soon.